Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're digging into a situation that most crypto traders haven't even noticed yet, but the data is practically shouting at anyone willing to look closely. Something major is happening inside the internet computer ecosystem, and it has nothing to do with hype, rumors, or unrealistic expectations. What we're seeing across on-chain analytics, whale behavior, technical setups, and network fundamentals is setting up a scenario that could easily turn into one of the most unexpected moves of the year. While retail traders are busy complaining about price dips and chasing whatever coin is trending on Twitter, the smart money is quietly making a very different decision. And trust me, once you understand everything that's happening behind the scenes, you'll see exactly why they're acting the way they are. So let's break this all down step by step, starting with the part that almost everyone has misunderstood. This video is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Always do your own research and consult a professional before making any investment decisions. The recent market pullback hit the internet computer a lot harder than it hit Bitcoin. ICP slid deeper than the 0.618 Fibonacci level, while Bitcoin only retraced slightly below the 0.382 range. For most traders, that's a huge red flag. It gives the impression that ICP is showing more weakness than the rest of the market, and that's exactly why the majority of people wrote it off during this correction. But here's the twist. While retail saw weakness, large-scale holders saw opportunity. Addresses holding 100,000 ICP or more, the true whale wallets, have quietly returned to the same accumulation levels they had before ICP's previous major pump. That is not the kind of buying you see from inexperienced hands. These aren't panic sellers trying to escape a falling price. These are strategic buyers who understand market cycles far better than the average trader scrolling through social media. When whales stack this aggressively during negative sentiment, it's almost always because they see something the rest of the market hasn't priced in yet. It's the classic pattern. When the crowd thinks the sun is shining, someone else is already buying umbrellas. Now let's look at the technical structure. ICP has been forming a 2-week falling wedge, one of the most reliable reversal patterns in crypto. Falling wedges compress price action until the pressure forces a breakout. As the range tightens, volatility drops, but potential energy builds. At the same time, ICP is showing surprising strength when compared to Bitcoin. While most altcoins got slammed during this correction, many dropping 50% or more relative to BTC, ICP held its ground more firmly. It didn't even retest the lower $3 range where many people expected it to fall. Stronger support is clearly sitting underneath this price. Speaking of support, the $4.70 area has formed a clear buying wall. Every time the price dips close to that zone, buyers step in aggressively and push the chart back upward. That kind of repeated defense is not retail behavior. It's coordinated accumulation. On the other hand, resistance around $7.30 has been absorbing sell pressure. So at the moment, ICP is trading inside a defined range with a very important pivot at $6.40. That level is the line between continuation and reversal. If ICP breaks above $6.40 and stays there, the market structure flips from bearish to bullish. Now let's shift from charts to real-world performance, and this part is honestly impressive. During CloudFlare's massive outage that knocked countless websites, services, and apps offline, most users panicked about how deeply the internet relies on centralized infrastructure. But guess what kept functioning normally? Applications running entirely on the internet computer. The only issues some people experienced were related to DNS because certain services still use CloudFlare for naming, but the core blockchain, the smart contracts, the apps built natively on ICP, all kept running without interruption. Dominic Williams, one of ICP's main leaders, responded by revealing an even deeper upgrade. The team is bringing DNS on-chain using DNSSEC, chain key cryptography, and the network nervous system. That means ICP is moving toward running not just computation, but also naming, one of the most important components of the internet, directly on its blockchain. Meanwhile, other blockchains are still trying to solve basic scalability issues. ICP is solving problems that affect the entire internet. On top of that, user experience on ICP's DeFi ecosystem has advanced dramatically. There was a time when swaps took close to 40 seconds and sometimes failed due to reclaim issues. And like everywhere else in crypto, MEV bots used to jump in and interfere with transactions. But that era is over. Now, most swaps settle in around 5 seconds, and DEX platforms have successfully blocked MEV attacks. Faster, safer, cleaner, everything that attracts serious users. This entire situation feels similar to Solana's early period. When Solana was sitting in the low prices, most people didn't understand what was being built. The technology was improving far faster than the price reflected, and eventually the market caught up, explosively. I'm not claiming ICP will follow the same exact path, but the parallels are hard to ignore. Between DFINITY 2.0 upgrades, the new caffeine initiative, and the expanding use cases across consumer and enterprise environments, ICP's direction is bigger than just being another altcoin. It's shaping into a digital infrastructure platform. Market sentiment right now is brutally bearish, which is often when the best setups form. Bitcoin hasn't shown strength, altcoins are bleeding out, and fear is dominating every trading decision out there. But historically, when fundamentals remain strong while price suffers, that creates opportunity. The RSI for ICP has risen out of oversold levels, which suggests sellers are running out of pressure. Pair that with aggressive whale accumulation and rock-solid support, and suddenly the price action looks far more promising than most people realize. If ICP manages to stay above its crucial $4.20 support, which analysts believe will hold, the door opens for a push toward the $6 zone. And once it breaks and closes above $6.40, the bearish structure collapses and the market often reacts violently in the opposite direction. The next major stop is the $7 region, and if Bitcoin stabilizes, ICP could easily move far higher. What stands out the most is how well ICP has held during this downturn. While many altcoins have dropped 60 to 70%, ICP's decline has been significantly milder. That kind of resilience often signals that once the market flips bullish again, the coin showing the most strength becomes one of the earliest movers. To wrap it all up, the internet computer is showing signals that demand attention. Whale wallets are aggressively accumulating while retail panics. The chart is forming a bullish reversal pattern. Strong support has repeatedly defended key levels. The ecosystem is evolving faster than most people realize, and major outages like CloudFlare's have proven the platform's resilience. If the market recovers even slightly, ICP is in the perfect position to break out of its bearish structure and surprise everyone who wrote it off during the correction. Nothing is guaranteed, but the setup forming right now is exactly the kind of early signal that smart money looks for long before the crowd catches on. So, what do you think about ICP's current position? Are you bullish on its growth in AI and DeFi? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found value in this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more breakdowns like this. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay cautious, and I'll catch you in the next one.